hair right. Let's roll. Hello. Welcome to Video Diary 2. 3.5 years later, because I'm the king of starting content and not continuing with it. But I'm not gonna do that with this because I love the rabbit hole. This is the most amazing thing ever. So it's actually crazy. I tried doing my second video diary about a week ago, which is still way too late because I said I was gonna do it once a week minimum when I started the first one, and I didn't do that. So here we are doing the second one. But yeah, a week ago I tried doing the second one, and I did it for like 10 minutes, and it was pretty good. I really liked it. Forgot to hit the fucking record button. I'm the king of that shit. So I just got pissed. Said I'll do it later. Never did it. Here we are a week later. Definitely recording. 100% recording. So let's go. But yeah, so in that time, like a lot's happened actually. It's crazy. I went through some job bullshit, a lot of just personal drama, little inner battle with money situation, financial situation, how to deal with it going forward, what I was going to do. Was I happy even with the solutions I came up with? I didn't think so, but I figured it out. So I'm sure everybody goes through one of those weird little tug of war things in their head. That's what it felt like, tug of war. But so that was actually like right after I did the first one. I had all kinds of ideas for cool video diary content, psychedelic drug reports using my video diary, all kinds of stuff. And then somewhere in there, I did get a blog post out after an LSD trip where I talked all about alternate dimensions, alternate realities. I also talk about it in the latest episode of my podcast. Maybe I'm getting content out. No, I'm not. I'm not doing as much as I want to. But yeah, so I got a blog, I got a podcast episode, and that was about it. I haven't been writing poetry, haven't been doing any of that. Just been trying to figure out this personal stuff. Like I said, I had my job thing. Got that pretty much figured out. At least I think so. Just gonna have to keep kind of, I guess, thugging it out the way I'm doing it right now. You know what I mean? I ain't got much of a choice. So bills got to get paid, and I have to be in a situation to keep doing what I'm doing with this podcast and this blog and all that, because that's important to me. It's not optional. So I'm gonna keep doing that. So once I get that thought in my head, and I start thinking about how important all that is to me, you see it right there. I get that smile on my face, and it's okay to keep going with what I want to do. It makes me good with the what has to be done shit that you don't like. So it's So I went through that. Somewhere in there, my mom decided to tell me she was moving to another state. I almost said the name of the state, but the internet doesn't need to know where my mother lives. So that happened, and that's just kind of it's a mind-blowing thing because my mom, minus a little period where I moved to Florida and quickly ended up right back. I grew up in Florida actually, but my mom moved to North Carolina. I ran back to Florida, and then I came right back to North Carolina because I had no idea what I was getting myself into. And so other than that little period, she's always been very close to me, and now she's moving to, and I don't really have any interest in going there. My brother's moving there, who out of my siblings, that's the one I'm closest to, and so the only person around is gonna be my sister, who I don't really talk to, I don't really associate with. So maybe in the midst of all that, that'll figure itself out. If not, I do have my little family I built here in town where I live, so I'm gonna rock that out too. But so that's kind of what I've been dealing with. And while I was dealing with all that, I was kept trying to find the time to, uh, I guess, work on the things I need to work on. I wasn't accomplishing fucking anything. I was just sitting there. I'm going to get it done later. I'm going to get it done later. I'm going to get it done later. So finally, actually, here you go. I had to I had to sit down, and it's, oh, you can read it. I had to sit down and come, like I'm trying to less smoking during the day, go wild at night. You see, we being an adult over here. But I'm trying to. When I got a little notebook, I started doing more of it in just to try to really get this more structured out. In my notebook, I have like what I'm gonna work on for various stuff on various days of the week, every week consistently for consistent content, not counting podcast episodes. Because of course, with the podcast episode, I'm at the mercy of my guests. I'm just starting out, so I need to regulate that a little separately. So everything else, I'm building a separate schedule for my video diary, my blog posts, my poetry, all kinds of stuff, just to keep it coming out at a consistent rate. Because I realized just letting myself do it when I wanted to, I was too at the mercy of my feelings, which are a huge driving factor, honestly, for art. So instead of running from my art because I'm in my feelings or having a bad day, that's not really a good way to go about it. So I'm trying to, I guess, put some structure to it to try to give me less of an option. That way I can take and force myself to channel and funnel all that bullshit into what I like to funnel it into, which is the art that I share with everybody and my podcast. It's just everything just it just seemed to not you get it. Yeah, I was fucked up in the head for about a couple weeks. And it happens, but I have to come up with a solution. I can't say, oh, I'm fucked up right now. I have to come up with a solution. We're starting. So yeah, and then of course, like I said with the podcast, I am really at the mercy of the guests. So if people would like to be on my podcast, if you have interesting psychedelic stories to share, if you're interested in psychedelic drugs, if you're spiritual at all and you would like to share your a great spiritual story, talk about your spirituality with other people and with me on my show, we can compare, we can talk about it, and that'd be a lot of fun. Hit me up. That'd be a great thing to do. I'll have all my contact information down below, but I'd love to start getting some people on my show that I don't know. I want to meet new people so bad, and so bad. But I do, and right now I'm just kind of funneling through a big pool of people I already know, and I do like talking to those people and sharing them with the world because they've contributed to my life. But I want to meet new people. So hit me up if you want to be on my podcast. I would love to talk to people about everything I mentioned previously, psychedelics, spirituality, all that great stuff. So hit me up. Otherwise, I don't really have too much else to talk about right now. I'm definitely, like I said, I was in a little kind of headspace for a little bit. Uh, I'm doing a lot better now. I would like for everybody, please go check out my latest episode of The Rabbit Hole with my ex-coworker, Chelcie. It's a very fun episode. I really enjoyed it. It's a little funny, but very, very just relatable, I guess, if anything. So go check that out. My last blog that was inspired heavily by my last LSD trip and Spider-Man. Go check that out. I'll have links to all this stuff down below. My blog in general, my whole website, my social media. Please go support that. I'm going to get much more active on social media going forward. I'm going to start really posting much more regularly and a lot broader content. Let people get to know me a lot better versus just posting like art after art and content after content, episode after episode. I need to get a little more, hey, how y'all doing? Just like I do with this diary. But I need to do that on social media too. So we're gonna start doing that. So yeah, do me a favor though, hit that subscribe button down there. You'll be updated whenever I drop a new one of these, whenever I upload any of my stuff to YouTube. I'm gonna start uploading my episodes to YouTube, probably just the audio version. No video for the time being. I need to get better equipment. This camera doesn't do good when I try to record these episodes, man, I promise you. It's fine for just me. It's not good for trying to just put in the corner of the room and record two people talking. It goes out of focus real fast. It's rough. So, but yeah, hit the subscribe button down there so you'll be notified on all that. Like, comment, let me know what you like, what you didn't like. Hit me up if you'd like to be on my podcast sometime. Go check out my blog, all that stuff. And I really appreciate you. And I'll see y'all on the next episode of Inside the Rabbit Hole. Thank you very much. Big dabs. Decent dabs. I don't know what people's idea of a big dab is.